LEGO has released thousands of unique minifigures, but which minifigures have appeared in the most sets? Well, let's find out. For this video, we'll focus on individual minifigures rather than entire characters. For example, Harry Potter has appeared in 115 sets. However, there have been over 70 different versions of this character released over the last 20 years. This means that no single version of Harry Potter has appeared in more than a handful of sets, and therefore none of them will appear in this video. So, which minifigures are the most common? Let's get started. Swinging into action, it's everyone's favorite web slinger, Spider-Man. Since his introduction to LEGO in 2002, Spidey has appeared in over 90 different sets, and we've seen about 30 unique versions of the hero. But none of them have appeared more often than the current version, which features printed arms and plain blue legs. Introduced in 2021 to serve as the default Spider-Man minifigure, this version has appeared in 15 sets, though that number is likely to increase over the next couple years until LEGO releases a new design. So far, this figure has appeared in quite a few small sets, such as the Spider-Man and Sandman Showdown set, as well as the Green Goblin Mech Battle set. It has also appeared in some medium-sized sets as well, such as the Spider-Man's Monster Truck vs. Mysterio, as well as the attack on the Spider Lair. Now, only slightly more common than Spider-Man is R2-D2. Specifically, this version, which has appeared in a total of 16 sets. This was actually the very first version of the droid that LEGO ever released back in 1999 with the initial wave of Star Wars products, including the first X-Wing fighter. This droid also came in the Naboo fighter set as well as the Mos Espa pod race set. This version was in use for about a decade until it was retired, with its last set being 2008's Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. Funnily enough, of this minifigure's 16 sets, 5 of them were just different versions of the X-Wing. Now, next up, we've got Legacy Kai from Ninjago. In just 3 years, from 2019 through 2021, this guy managed to appear in a total of 17 different sets. That's crazy. Much like Spider-Man, many of these are smaller sets, like Monastery Training, his Spinjitzu Spinner set, and this Kai vs. Whiplash promotional foil pack. However, we did get one copy in the absolutely fantastic Monastery of Spinjitzu set from 2019. Now this is a good set. Moving forward, there's another figure that has appeared in 17 sets. It's actually another R2-D2, specifically the variant that debuted in 2014 as part of the UCS Sandcrawler set, and was retired in 2020 after appearing in notable sets such as the Escape Pod vs. Dewback Microfighters, as well as the 2018 Cloud City set. Over the years, LEGO has released at least 16 slightly different versions of this droid, and so the fact that 2 of them are among LEGO's most common minifigures by set count is pretty wild. Next up, appearing in a total of 19 different sets, we've got a two-way tie between this Chewbacca minifigure and the LEGO Minecraft Zombie minifigure. The Zombie first appeared in 2014 and has since become a staple of the Minecraft line, appearing in OG builds such as the Dungeon and the Mine. Chewie has managed to appear in some seriously large and impressive sets, including 5 different versions of the Millennium Falcon, ranging from a microfighter up to the 2017 UCS edition. Regardless, both of these minifigures launched in 2014 and have each appeared in 19 sets. Coincidence? Probably. An even more common minifigure appearing in 20 different sets is the legendary adventurer Johnny Thunder. This desert version of Johnny was first released in 1998 as part of the Adventurers line, and was an immediate hit with fans. While this character is very clearly based on another, arguably more famous treasure hunter, Johnny brought a lot of his own charm to the role. This minifigure was in production for a handful of years and came in classic sets such as the Amazon Ancient Ruins with this incredible raised green baseplate, as well as the extremely iconic Expedition Balloon, which were both released in 1999. He also appeared in some slightly odd sets, such as the Raptor Rumble set from the LEGO Studios line released in 2001, and this tiny raft released in Japan. Check out the Japanese characters on this package. Up next, it's another tie, though this is actually between 5 different minifigures, but you may notice a trend. Appearing in 21 sets each, we've got this extremely generic LEGO City Worker with a red construction helmet, this generic LEGO Police Officer with 4 suit buttons, the Minecraft Creeper minifigure, the standard Alex minifigure, and the LEGO Minecraft Skeleton. Yup. 3 of these are from the Minecraft line, which, when you count the zombie mentioned earlier, gives us a total of 4 Minecraft minifigures on this list so far. Just look at how cheap Alex minifigures are on sites like Bricklink. 25 cents. That's crazy. Now, looking at the two LEGO City minifigures, the police officer is especially interesting, since this was actually the first policeman that LEGO ever released with torso printing back in 1979. This officer patrolled the mean streets of LEGO City for an astounding 12 years before finally making it to retirement in 1991. The other minifigure I mentioned, the one with the blue shirt, is interesting for another reason. This might be the longest running minifigure that LEGO has ever released, because this guy first appeared in 1980 in a handful of motorized town sets like the electric goods train and the crane wagon with small container. He continued to appear in several sets per year until 1983 when he seemingly disappeared. Then, 20 years later, he just randomly popped up in 2003's Main Street set. However, in the 20 plus years since then, he has once again disappeared. I wonder when he'll appear again. Next up, appearing in 22 sets, it's the Skeleton, which is officially called Skeleton with Standard Skull, Bent Arms, and Vertical Grip. Quite the mouthful. This guy debuted in 2013. LEGO loves skeletons. They've released a ton of variants over the years, but this remains one of the most common. What's especially interesting about this guy is just how versatile he is. You see, while every other minifigure on this list has only appeared in one or two different themes, this skeleton has made its way into an incredibly large quantity of diverse themes such as Dungeons & Dragons, Creator, Monkey Kid, Star Wars, and a lot more. But, I mean, this totally makes sense. Underneath every minifigure, there's a spooky, scary skeleton just waiting to get out. But do you know what else totally makes sense? Subscribing to my channel if you like LEGO. Next up, I've got to give a quick shout out to an honorable mention, this Duplo figure. But wait until you hear this guy's name. Officially, this guy's full LEGO name is Duplo Figure Legoville, Child Boy, Blue Legs, White Top with Blue Overalls, Worms in Pocket, Lime Cap. Wow, what a name. Someone give this guy an award for that, and another one to reward him for being the Duplo figure in the most sets, 25 of them to be exact. But getting back to proper LEGO, appearing in 28 sets, there's another tie between two of the most iconic LEGO minifigures of all time, the classic Spaceman and Steve from Minecraft. Yup, you were probably expecting to see both of these figures on this list, and here they are. While the classic Spaceman minifigure has been released in several colors over the years, this yellow version with air tanks was actually one of the least common, appearing in sets from 1982 to 1987, including the Crater Crawler set, the Mobile Recovery Vehicle set, and the Mobile Rocket Transport set. But of course, also making his way into 28 sets, it's Steve from LEGO Minecraft. After seeing 4 other Minecraft minifigures on this list, this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Since his debut in 2014, versions of Steve have appeared in the overwhelming majority of Minecraft sets. Granted, momentum has slowed in recent years as LEGO's focus has shifted to skins, but the damage has been done. Just look at these prices on Bricklink. People are practically giving this minifigure away for free. Would you rather have 10 Steve minifigures or 1 Snickers bar? They're the same price. Now, at this level, there's another very interesting honorable mention. The male and female basic finger puppets. It's impossible to deny that this was the first introduction to LEGO for millions of fans, and these two are likely a key memory for builders all over the world. Both of these were available from 1981 through 1992, appeared in 31 sets, and always came together as a pair. Even this fun set, which included 12 of each of them. Pretty crazy. Okay, now we're really getting into the heavy hitters. These minifigures are all some of the most iconic and legendary offerings that LEGO has ever released in a lot of different sets. You were probably wondering when it would come up, and here it is. Appearing in a total of 34 sets since 2007, it's the unforgettable Battle Droid with 1 angled arm and 1 straight arm. If you've ever been a fan of LEGO Star Wars, you almost certainly have a few or a few dozen of these guys in your collection. Not only did they appear in more sets than any other Star Wars character, they often came in large numbers. For example, the Battle Droid Troop Carrier included 12 of them, while the Trade Federation MTT came with a whopping 15 of these guys. Oh, and they've appeared in 7 LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar sets since 2013. Yes, 7 of them. Ahead of the Battle Droid is another blast from the past with another classic Spaceman, this time dressed in all white. It's impossible to overstate just how popular LEGO Space was back in the 1980s, and between 1979 and 1987, these guys were seemingly everywhere. More specifically, they were in 37 sets. While many of the classic Space sets included astronauts in a few different colors, the all-terrain vehicle, lunar rocket launcher, and a few other small sets only included this white one. But this isn't even the most common Spaceman that LEGO has ever released. Instead, that honor goes to the classic classic spaceman in red, which appeared in a truly staggering 47 sets during its run from 1979 through 1986, with his final mission being 1986's Alien Moon Stalker. Oh, and both the red and white versions appeared in the iconic 1979 release of the Galaxy Explorer, but there's still a minifigure that has come in even more sets. Before I reveal the single most common minifigure, I just want to give a quick nod to the classic blue spaceman, who joined the crew a bit later in 1984 instead of 1979, which is why this guy only ever made it into 12 sets, including the very last classic space set ever released, 1988's XT5 Android. Okay, here we are, the most common LEGO minifigure ever released, appearing in 47 different sets over nearly 2 full decades. It's the original skeleton released in 1995 as part of the Pirates and Castle lines. Yes, this is the third different skeleton on this list, but this guy has floppy arms attached with small ball joints. These legendary skeletons are an integral part of LEGO history and appeared in some of the most iconic sets of all time, including 1997's Night Lord's Castle set, King Leo's Castle, the Mines of Moria, and so many more. This version was in use for 19 years until 2014, when LEGO fully switched to the updated version that they use nowadays. Do you own any of these most common minifigures? Let me know in the comments, and tap the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video.